President Trump and other world leaders are preparing for this week's NATO summit in the Netherlands. The newly announced ceasefire between Israel and Iran will likely take focus at the gathering. CBS News senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe has that part of the story for us.
President Trump is still scheduled to visit here for a less than 24-hour visit to the NATO summit. Preparations are underway at The Hague in the Netherlands for the annual meeting of the military alliance. And while the president's been focused much of the last few days on the attack on Iran's nuclear sites and Iran's response, attacking that U.S. military base in Qatar, this alliance is mostly focused on concerns here in Europe, specifically with the war in Ukraine. It's not expected to dominate most of the formal conversations, but is definitely on the minds of the leaders gathered here. The big takeaway from the summit is expected to be a new commitment for all members to boost their defense-related spending to 5% of each country's GDP. That would be the combined cost of weapons, military vehicles, troops, but also things like maintaining the roads and bridges and seaports that support those military assets. Since his first term, President Trump has been pushing NATO member countries to spend more on their defense, arguing that the United States shouldn't have to shoulder the burden of defending this continent and should be able to scale back. There's been a lot of reluctance among members in recent years, but the war in Ukraine has certainly accelerated the need to build out that defense and the understanding among leaders that it's time to do so. The Secretary General of NATO has warned member countries that you have about 5 years left until Russia's ready to launch a major ground war here. So we'll see if that's the main focus or if Iran comes up at all during the conversations. Back to you.
All right, Ed O'Keefe, thank you.